Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the beasts of the road that keep America moving. Today, we're talking about something that's not just a truck, it's a revolution on wheels. I'm standing here in front of the all-new 2026 Freightliner Cascadia, the fifth-generation icon that's setting the bar higher for long-haul efficiency, driver comfort, and sheer power. If you're a trucker who's tired of guzzling fuel like it's going out of style, or an owner-operator dreaming of cutting costs without sacrificing muscle, this is the rig that's got the industry buzzing. We've got the full walkthrough ahead, from that sleek exterior that slices through the wind like a hot knife through butter, to the cockpit that's more like a high-tech lounge than a truck cab. And we'll even crunch the numbers on performance and pricing so you can see if this beast fits your fleet. Stick around because by the end, you'll know exactly why the Cascadia isn't just evolving, it's dominating. Let's roll, starting right up front, where first impressions hit hardest. The 2026 Cascadia's nose is a masterclass in aerodynamic artistry. Gone are the boxy relics of yesteryear. This thing looks like it was sculpted in a wind tunnel, which, spoiler, it basically was. The grille is this massive, aggressive chrome slab that's slimmer and more integrated than ever, flanked by those razor-sharp LED headlights that don't just illuminate the road, they command it. These aren't your grandpa's halogens. We're talking adaptive beams that adjust on the fly, piercing fog, or high beams without blinding oncoming traffic. Below that, the bumper is all business, reinforced steel with integrated air intakes that feed the beastly Detroit engine without a hint of drag. And check out the hood, it's got this subtle slope that funnels air over the cab like an invisible shield, shaving off resistance for that precious fuel sip. The whole front end sits lower to the ground than previous models, giving it a predatory stance that's equal parts intimidating and efficient. If you're pulling doubles across the Midwest flats, this facade alone could save you gallons per tank just by cheating the wind. It's not flashy for flashy's sake. Every curve here is engineered to turn headwinds into tailwinds for your wallet. Swinging around to the side now, and man, does the Cascadia stretch out like it's ready for the long haul, because it is. The profile is pure poetry in motion, with that elongated hood tapering seamlessly into the cab that's available in day cab. Mid-roof XT or the full raised roof sleeper configs up to 72 inches high. Picture this, fairings that hug the sides like a second skin, from the A-pillar all the way back to the sleeper's rear, minimizing turbulence and that annoying side wake that older trucks kick up. The doors are massive, 80 inches wide for easy entry, with flush-mounted handles that pop open with a satisfying click, and inside, you'll see those beefy stainless steel steps that double as running boards, grippy even in the rain. Because slipping off a semi ain't an option. Along the belt line, integrated LED side markers and turn signals blink with precision. And for the sleeper models, you've got optional side fairings that extend over the trailer gap, turning your rig into a rolling windbreaker. The wheel wells are flared just enough to accommodate those massive 22.5-inch tires without looking bulky. And the fuel tanks up to 300 gallons across dual setups sit low and streamlined. Painted in that signature Freightliner red or custom wraps if you're feeling fancy. From the driver's door to the passenger side, it's all symmetry and smarts. Designed so you can glance left or right and feel like you're in command of a spaceship, not a semi. This side view isn't just pretty. It's the promise of fewer pit stops and more miles under your belt. Flipping to the back of the cab, and here's where the Cascadia really seals the deal for practicality meets prowess. The rear wall is a fortress of functionality, a massive stainless steel bumper that's dent-resistant and loaded with tow hooks for those rare oops moments. Plus integrated steps that climb up to the roof like a ladder to Narnia. Up top, the roof fairing is adjustable, raise it for taller trailers. Drop it for vans, and it's got these vortex generators, tiny ridges that break up air pockets like a shark's skin, boosting efficiency by up to 2% on cross-country runs. The cab's rear windows are tinted for privacy but crystal clear for backing up, and if you've spec'd the premium package, you'll find LED floodlights that light up the trailer coupling like it's noon. Below, the fifth wheel hitch plate is precision, machined for smooth connects, with airlines and glad hands right where you expect them, no fumbling in the dark. And don't sleep on the exhaust stacks. They're vertical DPF setups that keep emissions low while rooting heat away from the cab, so your coffee stays hot without turning your sleeper into a sauna. The back end whispers efficiency. It's all about seamless trailer marriage, zero drag, and that rock-solid build quality that says this truck's ready to back into tight docks or blast through mountain passes without a whimper, climbing inside now. And oh boy, if the exterior is the suit, the interior is the soul of this machine. Slide into that pilot seat. It's Freightliner's premium Detroit integrated perch, with multi-density foam that molds to your frame like it was custom built for your backside. Heated and ventilated options to combat those brutal summers or bone-chilling winters. The cab's a cavern, 80 inches wide at the shoulders, with headroom pushing 7 feet in the raised roof sleeper, and walls lined in soft-touch materials that don't crack after a million miles. The dashboard? Fully digital now. A 15-inch touchscreen that's your command center. Think customizable gauges for fuel, RPM. Even predictive routing via the Detroit Connect portal that beams real-time traffic and weather straight to your eyes. No more squinting at analog dials. It's all crisp LCD with haptic feedback buttons that feel premium, not plasticky. To your right, the passenger seat folds flat for a buddy or extra storage. And between you two, a center console that's basically a mini fridge, Q folders, USB-C ports galore, and wireless charging so your phone's always juiced. Head to the sleeper berth. It's a hotel room on steroids, with a 70 by minus 30-inch mattress that's memory foam heaven. Privacy curtains and underbunk drawers that swallow tools and close whole. Overhead LED mood lighting dims for Netflix binges. And the HVAC system zone so the bunk stays cool while you idle through a way station. Safety weaves in everywhere. Detroit Assurance 5.0 with adaptive cruise. Lane keeping that nudges you gently, and collision mitigation that can auto-brake if a deer's feeling froggy. This isn't just a cab. It's your office, your bedroom, your sanctuary for 500,000 miles of grind when it comes to performance. The 2026 Cascadia doesn't. Just move. It hauls with the grace of a freight train and the smarts of a sports car. Under the hood, you've got your pick of Detroit power plants. The DD13 for nimble efficiency at 370 to 525 horsepower and up to 1,850 pound-feet of torque. Perfect for regional runs where you want zip without the thirst. Or step up to the DD15, Freightliner's Torque King at 400 to 505 horses and a monstrous 1,850 to 2,050 pound-feet that laughs at 80,000 pound loads. Upgrades that install lesser rigs. Paired to it all is the DT12 automated manual transmission, 12 forward gears that shift smoother than a politician's promise, with predictive algorithms that downshift before you even crest a hill, saving wear and tear. On the road, acceleration is brisk, 0 to 60 in under 20 seconds fully loaded, with hill climb prowess that keeps you in the hammer lane. But the real star? Fuel economy. Real-world tests are clocking 8.5 to 10.2 mpg loaded, a solid 1.2 mpg bump over the last gen thanks to those aero tweaks and engine tweaks for cleaner burns. Idle management cuts fuel use by 70% at stops, and the natural gas option? Up to 7.5 mpg on CNG while slashing emissions by 25%. Handling's transformed to air ride suspension with optional cab mounts that soak up potholes like they're nothing, and stability control that keeps you planted in crosswinds. Braking? Full disc cut up with engine retarders that scrub speed without fade, even after canyon descents. This truck performs like it's got a sixth sense for the interstate, powerful enough to pass Volvos on inclines, efficient enough to stretch a tank to 1,200 miles, and reliable enough that downtime's a distant memory. Now, let's talk brass tacks pricing, because no dream rig comes free. But the Cascadia's value proposition is straight fire. Base MSRP for a day cab DD13 setup kicks off around $169,000, but most folks spec sleepers. So you're looking at $180,000 to $195,000 for a mid-roof with the DD15 and DT12 combo. Loaded up premium, add the 72-inch raised sleeper, fridge, inverter for a C-Power, and full Detroit Assurance suite, and you're nudging $210,000 to $225,000 out the door, taxes and tags extra. Compared to a loaded Kenworth T680 at $220,000, plus or a Volvo VNL pushing $215,000, the Cascadia undercuts on base while matching bells and whistles. Resale? Stellar, these hold 70% value after 3 years, thanks to Freightliner's bulletproof warranty, 5 years, 500,000 miles on the powertrain. Factor in fuel savings at 9 mpg versus 7 on an older model. That's $15,000 back in your pocket. Yearly at $4 a gallon, and the ROI pencils out in 18 months for high mileage ops. Options like the natural gas conversion add $20,000 upfront but pay dividends in green incentives and lower fuel costs. It's not cheap, but for what it delivers in uptime and efficiency, it's a steal for fleets or independents chasing profitability. If I'm doling out suggestions, here's the straight tall.